Hey family, we are back with another video, and I just want to encourage you guys like I did last year. Every year I tell you guys, you can do it. This is the place where you get to come and feed your family, and you can do it with what you have. It doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to go out and buy all of this material. Like, you can do it. I'm gonna show you how I grow my things. That's what this channel is about. You see here, all of these things were given to me for free. I didn't purchase any of these. Ooh, the bugs is out. I didn't purchase any of these things. My husband got these recycled, or they were thrown out somewhere. He picked them up, except the totes. We did buy the totes because we do want to use rainwater for our gardening. This hose I have to bring around for my pups in the back. But yeah, you can do it literally. If you are homeless, okay, I want you to go and find one of these little things. All right, look, you see this? I want you to go find a little container, right? People have them on the street all the time outside. Like me, I put a bunch of stackable containers out here on my lawn, and during trash day, and as soon as I put them out, people came and picked them up. Like, if you, and by homeless I mean like you don't have a permanent home, right? So you may be staying somewhere right now. You may not can grow a full garden, right? But I want you to grow with me, because I started in an apartment. All right, I was in an 825 square foot apartment when I first started, and I did expand to my family's land, but then I at the end of the day, I lived here and my family is in another state. So I had to start with what I had. I brought like a little greenhouse. I used to buy all that soil. I used to buy all this seed, all the material, the lights, everything, and nothing worked. So once I learned the simplified method, which is the Ziploc bag method, and then I progressed to getting my soil ready. I started reading in the Bible, gardening principles, and the Holy Spirit just coached me through it. And so if you're living in an apartment right now and you really, really want to grow, I will encourage you. Same thing like I told people without permanent homes, which is an apartment. Okay, build a community, get with the community, people who have things that you can use. All right, and just get started. Order to germinate, you need water, air, and soil, right? And three things that a plant needs in order to grow is water, sun, and air, right? Because most people don't like it, but rainwater is the best fertilizer. I will always say that. Look at how green my plants are. I fertilized these in the beginning because they were it's clay soil, so it has no amendments in the clay soil. The pH is about 5.5 for my soil, and so I had to amend it in order. Well, one, tomatoes are acidic, but they needed to be 6.0. So I had to give them a little boost. So I used blood meal, bone meal. Actually, I used potassium nitrate for this. And I know I'm kind of getting off a little subject, but I just wanted to say that plants are for humans. All right. So since plants are for humans, everything that a plant has is supposed to feed you. So if a plant is missing something, think about what the human body is missing, right? So for example, we have people who have vitiligo, right? Those are white spots that we usually see on the body. If you start to see white spots on your plants, then you know you have a what we call a skin disorder or disease, and our plants may have a plant disease, right? So if you start to see wilting, right, where it's lagging over, it could be one or two things. It could be either the plant is overly hydrated or it's dehydrated, right? So we have to just start looking at gardening from the perspective of how we live our lives, right? And so I'm very big on that. That's my shoes, y'all. They wet. So I'm very big on understanding, like the why. Like, why? Once you understand why, you will be successful at growing. I'm telling you. And then the wisdom will just be able to come. Once God gave me the knowledge, which is in the Bible, and then gave me the understanding through the Holy Spirit, and then I just started using wisdom. Like anything, you give me anything, I could grow it. Anything. And so coming out of that 825 square foot apartment, I realized that one, I had no prayer life. Like, I've always been a believer. I didn't know Jesus. Like, I've been in the faith for 20 years and did not know him, like, at all, And so once I got to know Jesus, I got to know how he thought about the human body and plants. And in Genesis, he told us that these plants will be meat for you. All right. So since this is my meat, I got to make sure my meat is taken care of. All right. And so for everybody who does not have a permanent home, come with me. Walk with me on this journey. I'm going to make sure that you're encouraged to get your own home. All right. Everybody can have their own home. Have a relationship with God. Let him order your steps. That is a promise. That is the inheritance that he gave us. He told us that we were supposed to have the land. All right. Now, with this being said, when you get your land, right, he said that everything you have is what you need. I literally don't have to buy soil. I literally learned the 3 things that a plant needs in order to grow. And so once I understood that, I made sure that I put plants in the right environments. I never took a gardening class, number 1. All right. No, I've never taken a gardening class. I've never had a mentor teach me. My great grandparents died when I was like 20. They were the farmers, the master farmers. And then my granddad died when I was like, 23. And so he was the next farmer. My grandma didn't farm. So I didn't have like anybody to show me how to do these things. So when I started in my apartment, I did not, again, have a relationship with God. And so with that being said, if you're in a non-permanent home, if you're in a temporary home, that's what we're going to call it, right? In your temporary home, what I want you to do, as a matter of fact, is I want you to start planning. I want you to write down everything that you see for yourself. I want you to write down the amount of acres that you're going to need, right, to feed your family. And if you don't have a family right now, I want you to give that to God as well. I want you to ask God for a family, and then just tell God how many kids you want. What your man need to look like. This is specifically for women. What your man needs to look like. What your man needs to provide. I mean, what qualities you want your man to have, right? And for men, you do the same thing. I did that. And because I did that, when me and my husband came together, look at what we have. Okay? All back here. All of that is ours. And it's just the 2 of us. And so with that, you need to be able to, again, go to God about all of these things. Okay, this is my rest day, y'all. So I will not be in the garden on this day. I do honor God in this perspective, mostly, because I did go to the gym last night. So I'm not going to sit up here and lie and say that I fully keep Sabbath, but I did go to the gym last night. And so, but yeah, I don't do anything today, like nothing on Saturdays, nothing. And so today I just come here and I just reflect, right? And so that's the whole reason why I'm on this channel. I believe that one, everybody needs to grow their own food. There should not be anyone hungry. Like that should not even be a problem right now especially in this country. Like nobody should be hungry. I told you guys, I had kids in my neighborhood who depended on school lunches. Why? Like, And that's a problem to me. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely want people to grow their own food too. That's a principle from God. Like, you're not supposed to be dependent on other people to feed you. You know, that's number two. And just thirdly, just the blessing of what God has provided for us. You know, it's just such a good feeling to be able to. Yesterday, I took my husband's hand and I said, let me show you what I've been working on. And he said, no, what we've been working on. I said, you didn't plant no seeds. He said, yeah, I put in the foundation though. You're right. You're right. You did put in the foundation. So, what was I getting to that? And I just thought about my husband and the conversation just threw me off. Nevertheless, you know, you guys need to get back to the garden. Get back to the garden. Get back to the principles of God. All of these people online, you know what I'm saying, they have their own agendas, you know, why they're here. But for me in this space, I genuinely want people to be prepared for what is to come. All right. America, when our president said that we're going to be great again, yeah, I believe him. I believe that controversy. I saw the lady who owns Lyft. I think it's Lyft or another company that's in China. I was watching the Bloomberg channel, and she said controversy brings results. I absolutely 100% agree with it. So while the controversy is going on, you should be working. You should be planning, okay? I can't tell you what you should be doing. I can tell you what I'm doing. And I know while everything is going on, I'm under the radar. I set some plans that are going to happen. I had some visions. I had some dreams that are getting ready to come to pass, okay? But I have to do the work. You know, God is going to make the provision, but I have to do the work. And so in the next few months, you guys will see. I'm so excited about it. I'm going to take you guys on the journey with me. But yeah, today is just about reflection. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you are right now in your life, in your spiritual walk or in your gardening walk, right? I need you guys to plan it. All right? Plan it. Plan your time with God. Plan your time in your garden. Plan your time with your family. Plan your time with what plants you're going to plant. Plan your time. Plan it. All right? And everything that you plan, when you write the vision, it will come to pass. It will come to pass. I promise you. These plants, all right? I just pulled up beets. I showed you guys. Planned it out. Planted those beets. Put them in the right environment. Harvested them. Onions. Onions have been growing for months now. I got these 2 onions, and I have a bunch of onions in these containers back here. Months now. But I expect to see the harvest soon. Okay? I let God make the provisions. Give me the rainwater. Give me the fertilizer. He know how much these things need. I don't. I just put them there, and I prayed about it before I put them there. Okay? That's all I really got today. I just wanted to come out here and check on the plants, and actually let me show y'all the things that are growing right now. Now, I know I said a lot today, right? But the main takeaway that I want you to understand about what I'm saying, plan it out. This was all a plan. This did not just happen by mistake, or I did not just come out here and just say, oh, I want to plant something. And I'm going to just get some dirt and I'm going to go buy some, and I'm going to get some soil and some fertilizer, not dirt, soil, some fertilizer, and I'm going to try to put a seed in there. No, I understood my seeds. I counted the number of seeds. I understood my budget and how much it costs for me to feed my family. I understood what my family actually eats and not just growing things that we're not actually going to eat. And then I put it all together and then planned where each thing was going to go. So then I understood the seed spacing that I'm going to need, how I can minimize it, how I can use certain seeds for trellises, certain plants for trellises while other plants grow around them. I started learning about companion planting. I went into detail. All right. That's why I have a gardening log that I tell you guys about on Amazon. If you buy it, you buy it. If you don't, you don't. Come back to the channel and you'll see exactly what I put in the log is what I'm doing here. You know, that's for people who really are really deep into planning, right? And really have to know just being responsible. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Just responsibility. Like, when you have a plan, most people with a plan are responsible. That's why a lot of businesses give funding to those people, right? Because those people actually can see where they're going to put their money at. So I just want you guys to plan. Watch me and how successful I become. And I'm taking you with me. I want you to get up. It's time to get up. All right. I love you guys. Till tomorrow. We working. Peace.